Thank you so much for listening to WEQY 104.7, the voice of the East Side. This is Wesley Wright, your Un-Bougie Foodie. Welcome, as always. Happy Saturday morning. We're going to have a little bit of a different type of schedule here. We're actually going to be taking calls a little bit later in the show, so be prepared. I'm going to let you guys know when, we'll be taking calls and accepting calls. But first off, as always, we're going to start talking about food. Like I said, we're going to switch things up a little bit. So I want to start talking about farm foods, as always. And most importantly, I am, always going to bring out, St. Paul. St. Paul has that, St. Paul's Farmers Market. And of course, there are a bunch of other farmers markets as well in the area. But for right now, St. Paul has what's going on in season at St. Paul. There is tomatoes, peppers, onions, sweet potatoes. And if you're not familiar with where St. Paul is, or the St. Paul Farmers Market, it is in downtown St. Paul on 5th Street. And it's right across the street from the CHS field. So certainly, if you get a chance to get out there, please do so today. And they are also available tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again, that's the St. Paul Farmers Market. And there's a bunch of other schedules too and locations that they go to, and that's throughout the week. Like for instance, Thursday they are at 7th Place Mall from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So the folks in downtown St. Paul, especially around like Mears Park, Rice Park, you'll have opportunity to actually, participate in going to the farmers market. So make sure that you're heading out there. Fridays are available. They are at Signal Hill from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. St. Thomas Amore Church, they're from 1:15 to 5. And then, of course, they're mentioned Saturday, from 10 a.m. to, from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. And also tomorrow as well. Apple Valley has the farmers markets available from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. So again, as always, the farmers markets are available in your area. You just have to go to minnesotagrown.org, and they will tell you any information that you want to know about the farmers market. So make sure you're tuning in or listening for more information about more farmers markets in your area or throughout the cities as well. I'm going to make sure to always bring that to you. For the St. Paul Farmers Markets, they're having different activities. Like for today, they are having what's called the Scout Out at the Farmers Market. So if you have scouts, in your family, young men that are, in the scouts, and they want to learn more about the farmers market, they could earn a badge by going out and participating in some activities down there. So it states that when you visit the downtown St. Paul, the downtown farmers market this Sunday, any scouts that are wearing their vest or their sash, they can participate in the program and receive a free patch from the market. And the program schedule that they have for, again, it's called Scout Out at St. Paul Farmers Market. From 10:30, they would meet at the CHS field. They're going to be playing Farmers Market Bingo. They'll have a scavenger hunt. And again, children are encouraged to come out along with their parents. It's important to note they have to be accompanied by an adult. There's going to be a cooking school. And there's even going to be demonstrations, so even questions and answers, will actually be, taken. And then the patches are going to be awarded later at that time. the program. It's open to all Scout troops as well as chaperones, and any scouts that are accompanied by a parent and any other interested families. So again, that includes the Cub Scouts, Daisies, Brownies, through cadets. And if you want to know more information, they have a question site that you can go to, and that is info@friendshipfarm.com, and that's info@FRIENDC as in Charles HIP farm.com. Just in case you want to let them know the number of kids you're planning to bring, and then again, any questions that you might have, definitely address it to that email. One of the vendors that is going to be featured at the farmers market, they feature all different types of vendors, of course, but a specifically notable one is Golden Fig. I've had the opportunity to have Golden Fig, and they offer a great product. But the owner, Lori Crodell, she apprenticed under some of the top fancy food creators. She made a lot of her gourmet, if you would, spices, vinegars, based on that experience. She was voted one of the top 100 Minnesotans to watch by Minneapolis and St. Paul magazine. And so she has this specialty food line that's right here in Minneapolis. So make sure that you go out and support. These products are in bottles. They're in small batches. Again, they're done on a weekly basis, and they use a variety of spices, vinegars, sugars, and they add so much flavor to anything that you're actually making. I know that using the balsamic vinegar on vegetables such as asparagus or my favorite, of course, Brussels sprouts will enhance any type of vegetable, as well as chicken, some fish, even a salad. But they've been a member of the St. Paul Farmers Market for 17 years, and their products are always available during June through October. She's there on Saturdays, and then she's also available at the Woodbury Farmers Market as well. So make sure that you go out and visit their website too. But I think they would enjoy a whole lot more visiting the St. Paul Farmers Market in downtown, so you could see all the other items that are available. I want to mention, and I've talked about these groups, this group, I should say, BF Yang. BF Yang, they started off, I got familiar with them by being in St. Paul. They were located off of Rice Street at one point, but their business has definitely grown, and we appreciate the fact that they are still bringing us exotic fruits and vegetables to the Twin Cities. So keep in mind that they are a family-owned grocery store. They're they were at one point retailing out of a small truck, and they were bringing their fruits and vegetables into St. Paul, but they've grown. They are now in a warehouse area. They're in Roseville, a little bit of a distance from St. Paul, but not too much. I mean, if you're familiar with over by where the mall is located, you'll have an idea and know that it's not that far of a distance. But they have moved their facilities, and they are now situated at 2592 Cleveland Avenue North. That's in Roseville. Again, that's 2592 Cleveland Avenue in Roseville. And then they, if you have any questions, they mentioned their telephone number, which is 651-329-9049. And again, that's 651-329-9049. And I'm telling you, the list of fruits and vegetables and items that they are bringing into the Twin Cities is awesome. They Some of the tropical fruits, and if you're familiar with Asian fruits, unique fruits, rambutan, they have for $13 or for $30 you get 15 pounds. There are Texas oranges, there are mangoes, jackfruits. Now you probably have seen the jackfruit. Look kind of scary because they have spikes and so forth. Don't be afraid of it. It's very good. But for $10 you could get a small one. For $15 you could get a large one. Wow, they even have squash, pomegranates, peaches, white peaches, $25. And these, notice I'm telling you what the prices are: $25 here and $30. These are not just small batches that they are bringing in. They are bringing in large batches that will give you, the consumer, the chance to make, even share with friends. So let's just say that you don't want to spend all of that on one by yourself. You could definitely have other friends join in with you and share in getting a box of peaches or some seedless grapes. Now, mind you, I know that I bought some grapes some time ago with some friends up in Lina Lakes, and they came down when BF Yang's was located off of Rice Street, and I didn't share my grapes with anyone. $18, I got a whole flat. But they were great quality, so you never have to worry, about getting served bad quality fruits or vegetables from them. They do very good business. They have great customer service. So I want to give a shout out again to BF Yang and thank them for once again providing us with the opportunity to get all these exciting fruits and vegetables in the Twin Cities area. As we continue on in the show, as I mentioned, I'm going to be taking calls from our listeners. So those of you that have an interest in sharing your special occasion food spots, like when you go to anniversary or birthday or graduation, or more importantly, for those of you that need to have just that one night in the evening, that date night, just the two of you, give me a call and let me know what that is. We'll be taking those calls shortly, but in case you want to know what that number is, it is 651-200-3479. Again, 651-200-3479. So listen for that opportunity to call in and give us your suggestion. It might be something that we've never heard of on the Un-Bougie Foodie. We're all about, again, sharing and passing knowledge back and forth to give you an opportunity to be engaged and know more about your community too. So I just want to say that I have done some research already on some places, and then again later on in the show you'll have an opportunity to tell me if, hey, I've been there. You might even share, if you'd like, hey, I've had this particular dish there and it was good, it was great. So these items that we're actually going to be sharing, I mean, again, these are affordable because sometimes, okay, you have to know that when you go out on a date, you might think, okay, wow, I'm going to have to be spending a whole lot of money. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You really don't. So the few places that we're going to be talking about in the next, I'd say 20 minutes, there's a variety of them. It will give you an opportunity to know that, hey, I could go out on a date on the weekday or weeknight, or even on the weekends. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't always have to be on a weeknight. But these are affordable places, for date nights. And our extension of where these date nights are is for St. Paul and the surrounding areas. So again, if you have any suggestions, make sure that you're going to be calling in a little bit later, and I'll let you know for sure, because I definitely want to hear your suggestions. We'll pass this on to other listeners as well, so it'll be interesting to find out what your interesting and exciting date night restaurants are in the cities from wherever you're calling from. But the first one I want to talk about, and I remember this was the first one that I mentioned and that I had an opportunity to visit on an earlier show, one of my first shows, if you would. It's Pimento Jamaican Kitchen. Now, if you have not had Jamaican food or Creole food, West Indian, there are a number of different West Indian restaurants that we've talked about and showcased. This one, as I mentioned, was one of the first ones I've done. But this one, it offers an intimate date area or space. It's not a huge restaurant, but I think that's what gives it its character and allows you to just, the two of you, or even if you were just a small group of friends that were getting together and deciding, hey, let's go somewhere where we could just kind of relax and enjoy. That's what we want to do. So for Pimento Jamaican Kitchen, they are located at 2524 Nicollet Avenue. That's Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55404. You could place your order at the counter, then grab a seat, and then just wait for your food to be delivered to you. And it's interesting because the food there, the dollars that you actually pay for this good quality food is not off the charts. I remember that I felt was the most expensive thing on the menu, and please somebody correct me if that's the case, but it was the oxtail, and they have a wide variety of stuff. They have jerk chicken, they have a jerk chicken bowl, which is $9. They have a slow roasted jerk pork bowl, which is $10, and they have sodas. They're $3.50 a piece, and they're island sodas. So they have some ginger. They have a little bit of kick to them. But who doesn't like a really nice island drink? But back to how much the food is, and the quality. Again, the oxtail, $15. Yeah, if they've raised their price, I might be a little mad. But they offer great quality. The taste in the food is top notch. And they were recently had an article in, was it Star Tribune or City Pages? I believe it may have been both of them. But they really showcased the restaurant and really allowed the owners to give people a feel of Jamaican style cooking at its highest quality. And really, it is mouth-watering food. You can get a little bit sweaty. When you're talking about a little bit sweat, I think I maybe talked about that last week. But it was great. So the food, the jerk sauce, the plantains, the rice and peas that they have, all top-notch food that you shouldn't miss. So if you get a chance, please take an evening, a weekend, a weeknight, and visit Pimento Jamaican Kitchen. You won't be disappointed. Next one I want to talk about, and these are ones that I'm doing a bit of research, and from resources, I've looked all over to find out ones that are interesting, and I wanted to bring to your attention and give you suggestions on where you can go. A number of these have been suggested by Eater, and admittedly I have not gone to all of them, but I have heard great things from quite a number of them. And if you're following me on Twitter or Instagram, you'll notice that I have been to a number of places and showing the different types of foods that are available, or at least the dishes that I've had and enjoyed. A number of other friends that have visited, all these other foodie friends that I have that have gone to restaurants where I'm just going to put it out there. How do you guys get the time? I know you have to make time, but we're all so busy and everything. So school me. Let me in on a little bit of a secret. I know that more than one friend has actually visited this next place. It is St. Dinette. St. Dinette is in the heart of Lower Town, St. Paul. They call it a sleek, lofty restaurant, and it's good for any type of date night. But you could pass right by it. It sits up in a building that gives you a little bit of a view of downtown. It offers a great atmosphere, that cocktail style or casual, meaning the type of dress. You don't really have to be overly fancy or anything, but it can go be from casual to very upscale. Their dollar amounts for the foods are way under $30. There's a cheeseburger that's for $13, and if it's that large, as some have shown, for $13, I mean, that right there, between the two of you, just sharing a time to be out and enjoying each other's companies. Again, whether it be date night, time to celebrate any other special occasion, anniversaries, birthdays, so on and so forth. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be just the two of you, again, sharing a meal. And with the prices that we're already talking about, for St. Dinette and other places that we'll be discussing, it still gives you an opportunity to have an affordable evening and not break the bank. At St. Dinette, they offer a Chicago-style dinner or burger, if you would, for diners, with a side of fries. But that Chicago-style burger, it's decadent. I mean, I don't know how to really it's unfair for me to try to describe it other than based on a picture. I like to describe it by having it myself and telling you what the flavors are and how the cheese melts on the meat or across grilled onions and so forth. So just know that they describe it as a decadent homage to a Chicago-style burger. And then of course you have fries at the side. And this is a place that offers a repeat, visit. So, you're going there for one or two items, but again, because of the wide variety of foods that they offer, you could continue to go back and have different items on different nights on your date night. Sometimes you might have to have that date night more than once a week, maybe twice. Mix it up. Go back there, every other day. So again, St. Dinette, they are located at 261 5th Street East. That is in St. Paul, Minnesota, 55101. And if you just want to find out some more information on them, you could definitely give them a call at 651-800-1415. And again, they are located at 261 5th Street East in St. Paul, Minnesota. The next place I want to mention is Casetta's. Casetta's Italian market and pizzeria. Now, if you've never been to Casetta's, you're in for a great Italian experience because the structure itself is like an Italian market down below with a restaurant up above. And really, one of the places in downtown that is great for having a date night. It's offers so many different Italian American classic dishes. There are really too many to mention because, again, aside from having the Italian food itself, you have also you have desserts, pizza. There are too many things to name, but to give you an example so that you can have an idea of what types of foods are there, you could get a large antipasta salad for less than, well, for $9. I'll say $8.99. Masticholi with ricotta cheese, $7.30. A slice of pepperoni pizza, less than $5 at $4.69. Garlic sticks, $2.30. So you have a full range of that authentic Italian food to enjoy, but also there are desserts. There's the market that you could actually go to and know that you have a wide variety of places to go to and to choose from. They are located at 211 7th Street West. That's St. Paul, Minnesota 55102. And again, 211 7th Street West, St. Paul, Minnesota 55102. Their telephone number, I don't recall that them ever taking reservations. I mean, you definitely could go there for any type of special occasion, but it's 651-222-3476, 651-222-3476. Casetas. While we're on the subject of Italian, I want to mention that your Russo brothers is kind of just giving another place that's directly in the east side of St. Paul. It's right here in the neighborhood, not that far away from WEQI. Your Russo brothers is an Italian restaurant that I've visited with friends and had a number of dishes. Their meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs, their masticholi, their chicken fettuccine, and you have to definitely go back and talk about when they have certain special nights or special deals on special nights. And I've talked about this in the past show, but again, a place that I really feel is an authentic Italian restaurant. They are located at 635 Payne Avenue, and that's in St. Paul, Minnesota. Their telephone number is 651-776-4848. Again, they are located at 635 Payne Avenue. Again, right in the neighborhood, St. Paul, Minnesota, 651-776-4848. So, again, Italian. And I know that at one point there was a survey that I, wanted to get a feel for what the community, what my listeners are interested in. And a large portion of that mentioned that they really enjoy hearing about Italian food or going to an Italian restaurant. So there's two that we've given you. Of course, there are a number of other places that offer Italian or Italian American cuisine, and in future shows we'll definitely get an opportunity to showcase those and talk about those as well. The next place that I want to talk about, so I'm covering you in Minneapolis a little bit. So in Minneapolis there is Lotus Restaurant, and Lotus Restaurant, they are one of the best spots in Minneapolis for Vietnamese cuisine. And yes, Minneapolis, it's not far. So please, yeah, we focus on East St. Paul and definitely the surrounding areas. Minneapolis, we're your sister city, so we're going to be reaching out to you and showcasing places that you offer as well. For Lotus Restaurant, yeah, it's in a weird spot. Some might say, okay, I'm not going there because there's a gas station and some people like to double park. Don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you. The staff is really great. The food is awesome. And considering that you could get egg rolls for a really inexpensive price, I mean, a pair of egg rolls for $3.99. Their pho is really great. They offer a small beef pho bowl for $7.99. They are located at 113 West Grant Street, and that's in Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55403. They offer spring rolls. Now, see, for me, I can eat spring rolls all day. So, if you want to kind of tease me a little bit, give me a spring roll from Lotus Restaurant. Lotus Restaurant brings back memories. When I first came here, I didn't know anything about pho, and I lived in Hopkins, and so I worked in Minneapolis. And it was only by chance that someone said, "Hey, why don't you go to this place? They offer, things that you like. So why not go there?" It's like, okay, well, for me, not really knowing, I didn't know about a restaurant being kind of like in a gas station area. So it was kind of weird. It was kind of funny, but I enjoyed the food. I will go back. And, I live over here in St. Paul, and we'll talk about that place because it has my heart a bit. But there are a number of places over here in St. Paul that we are going to be talking about soon. Not today, but more Asian cuisine. There's so many different places on University. Last week, my guest host talked about a number of places, and we had the opportunity to go to On's Thai. So if you've not been to On's Thai, they're located at Snelling and University, right next to Turf Club. Please make sure that you go there. You'll see that a number of dishes that we shared on my Facebook page, where I'm talking about sweating quite a bit. Yeah. Make sure that if I'm going to just say it, if you are that Minnesotan that can't take a lot of heat, make sure you get mild, please. Otherwise, you might regret saying, "Oh yeah, I'd like medium." You may not appreciate the food the way that you should, but definitely check that out. We got a little bit off topic, but again, coming up in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to ask for some callers to call in and definitely give some suggestions. I'll still be giving a few suggestions on date night restaurants that are in the St. Paul and Minneapolis and surrounding areas of East St. Paul area. But I want to hear from you as well. What are some of your places that you would go to on a date night or for a special evening? Give us a call and let us know, so that we can have you on air and talk about that briefly. That telephone number to call is 651-200-3479. Again, that's 651-200-3479. We look forward to hearing your calls in just a few moments. But continuing on, there's still more interesting places in St. Paul, as well as Minneapolis. We're going to be touching on some of Minneapolis, almost like right on the border of St. Paul, Minneapolis. There is one that's and you're probably familiar with it, Brasa Premium Rotisserie. They offer a Creole-inspired type of food menu or family style. You could go there on a casual date night. You know, it can be upscale. It really is depending upon you, how you are feeling, whatever occasion it is for you. That is what you make of it. But they offer an a la carte type of style in offering the food. They are located at 600 East Hennepin Avenue, and that's in Minneapolis, Minnesota 55414. Again, 600 East Hennepin Avenue. So a few things that they offer on the menu. They have slow roasted pork. Now, okay, I talk about slow roasted pork. Well, it's just that a number of these great places, like Brasa and a few others, they have one of the main things that they have, and I really should say that it's the cuisine based on the culture. Pork and chicken are staples, so you can't. I mean, the flavors, though, the way that it can be done in so many different ways. Slow roasted pork, braised. It's too many different options that you have. Not just here at this restaurant, but just in general, and with the cuisine, the way that you're able to do pork or do chicken. But as I mentioned, those two meats are the main staples in Creole or Afro-Caribbean style cuisine. So don't be afraid of the pork. Embrace it. Slow roasted pork is offered, pulled chicken, corn cakes, and again, all at affordable prices. All of the items that I mentioned already are under $7. The roasted pork is $6.75. The pulled chicken is $5.25. They offer a coleslaw, that's $3.25. Collard greens, smoked chicken. So that's collard greens and then pieces of chicken that have been smoked and cut up and mixed in with the collard greens. That's $3.25. But a unique feature or style that they offer at Brasa is that if you're vegetarian, you don't have to worry because they offer vegetarian style dishes as well. They have a bean fritter sandwich that's very delicious. They have a large selection of other vegetarian styles without any type of meat, so just offering vegetables, and still no loss in flavor. But again, they're located at 600 East Hennepin Avenue. That's Minneapolis, Minnesota 55414. Another place, we're getting over on Eat Street. If you're familiar with Eat Street offers a number of different food places for you to enjoy. So if you have not gone to Eat Street, please make sure that you are headed over that direction sometime in your life while you're here. Don't miss out on the opportunity to go to Eat Street, because there's so many different restaurants that you can enjoy and just have a really great time. I want to say you and your honey, or I don't really like the word bae or boo, but anyway, that significant other in your life that you'd just like to take out just a special evening and enjoy that time together, or hey, celebrating a promotion or whatnot. So yeah, all of these different options that you have. This place, Nighthawks, I know some friends that talk about Nighthawks where they've been back like 2 or 3 days within the week, and I didn't get a chance to. I haven't gotten a chance to go, but it again is on one of the a list of affordable and ideal places that you can enjoy in St. Paul and Minneapolis. This one, of course, is in Minneapolis, as I mentioned, on Eat Street. Nighthawks is located at 3753 Nicollet Avenue. That's Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55409. Again, 3753 Nicollet Avenue, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55409. They describe it as having a totally taking the definition of diner to a different level, because it's a laid back space. Really, you could just kind of like hang out and spend the evening. And I like places like that because you don't feel rushed to eat your food and leave. And even though you have, you're there to just enjoy, intimate time or celebrate something, still you want to feel that you're in a relaxed setting and not one where, okay, it's time to eat and go. The types of foods that they offer are, again, very casual, very relaxed. They have a galaxy dog, one that you'd probably have to, as they've described, you'd have to split it, because at $12, it's a good size for two people. There's a night hot dog, again at the same price, and they offer that also with a side of fries for $6. So I keep mentioning affordable because you really don't have to break the bank when you're going out on a date or you're celebrating just each other or a special occasion. It doesn't have to be, we've got to spend $80 to $100 or on an evening or on a special night. With all the different variety of food items that they offer available at Nighthawks, you can enjoy that for under, I would say, I'd estimate, looking at their menu, under $50, and maybe less than that too. It's just that you probably want to try a number of things. They offer smoked cheddar, Fritos, dill pickle, chili, and that's, I'm talking about their hot dogs. So they offer foot-long hot dogs with horseradish. I don't know, I like horseradish. Mustard, chili, coleslaw. And they're available, during the week from 4 to 6. They have a great happy hour deal where you could get a hot dog and a beer, and that'll just set you back for like $10. So consider that. Consider Nighthawks. So what I want to do, once again, is give my listeners out there an opportunity to call in. Again, that number is 651-200-3479. Any suggestions that you might offer or that you'd like to offer, please feel free. We are listening and waiting on the air to hear your suggestions. Again, remember that this show is about what's in your neighborhood, bringing you new things and sharing. So if engaging you as a listener, I invite you to also give us a suggestion. Maybe there's ones that I've talked about already and that you visited and that you probably want to mention, maybe your favorite dish or whatnot. So again, give us a call. That number is 651-200-3479. 651-200-3479. While I wait for that next call, I'm going to still continue on with one or two more other options that we have that I want to bring or to share. And this one is in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood. It is called Malabari's Kitchen. It's a small shop that's in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood. They have South Indian style cuisine, and again, very affordable. They have, and I am going to butcher this word, which is bad, and I practiced this and still, I think it's kozai curry. That's $9.50. Now, I've not had that, but uh, there are friends that are in that I work with in my secular job that talk about this restaurant, and just about everything on the menu they are raving about. Again, I go off of suggestions from either friends, listeners. So, I want to have an opportunity to visit this Malabari's kitchen as well. They're located at 414 and one half Cedar Avenue South. That's in Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55454. But they offer also samosas. Now, a mango lassi, that's $5, and I've had that before, and that's great. That's delicious. It's a drink, so if you have not had it, but it's like blended. It's blended mango with cream, and it's just a drink that you want to kind of sit down and relax with. And being that we're talking about dates, you could just enjoy that with your significant other, or as a date night, celebrating you, the two of you. Or you can go out there for just a regular celebration. No one has to give you any type of reason to go and share food or whatnot. But again, make sure that you make it special, and a number of these places give you that opportunity. Once again, I want to encourage my listeners out there, if you have any suggestions that you'd like to offer of maybe your favorite food spot, a date night spot that you've gone to and that you want to share, please give us a call at 651-200-3479. Again, that's 651-200-3479. When we talk about date nights, I know that another show host, she mentioned that they want to give their listeners also an opportunity to spice up their relationships or keep things fresh. And that's what we're trying to do here as well, giving suggestions so that you're keeping your relationship fresh and new, or even just to enjoy a time out with family and friends. These are places that give you the opportunity to celebrate without breaking the bank. All affordable, all places that are either laid back and provide a awesome food experience with great food. I really would love to hear from any of our listeners that have been to the places that I've mentioned. I do have one other that I want to talk about, but if you have one that you would like to mention, please let me know. Again, at 651-200-3479. Get at me. No, it's 651-200-3479. Call us at the Un-Bougie Foodie and share your suggestions that you might have. The last one that I want to talk about is it's the Free House. This is located in the North Loop. We have so many different restaurants, and I could go on and on because like I mentioned last week, there are about 17 new restaurants that are going to be opening up, and that's just in St. Paul alone. So more restaurants that you could actually participate or enjoy, if you would, and go on a date night. But the last one I want to talk about is the Free House. Again, they're located in North Loop. They are a restaurant and brewery. So you want to share a brew with your boo. I know. You can definitely do that. But they offer a really casual atmosphere. And we are in the season where it's getting chilly. You want to be hugged up, I suppose. You can do that at the Free House. You could grab a seat at the patio, They have trees. It's a really great atmosphere. They have meals for two people. Sharing a kale chicken salad that's $12.95, and then they have a freestyle burger that's $13.50. You could always have a small dessert. They have two coconut macaroons that are available for less than $4. So $3.90. That's actually a good price for macaroons. Just letting you know. But they are located at 701 Washington Avenue North, Minneapolis, Minnesota 55401. Again, 701 Washington Avenue North, Minneapolis, Minnesota 55401. Oh, well. I understand. Maybe you're shy. You don't like hearing your voice on the radio. That's not it. You're supposed to be willing to share a new place. It could be that you don't want to share that place. You don't want a whole lot of people to come to the same place that you go to. And it's a secret. It doesn't have to be. You can always share it with others. So if you have that opportunity to call in and share that special place, 651-200-3479. Hope to hear from someone out there. I know that someone mentioned that they were going to call because they want to share someplace. That's okay. I understand. So, give me a call. Let me know. I think we do have a call. Hey, caller. Oh, I think I missed a call. What? Unbelievable. Anyway, if we just dropped you, we're sorry. But give us a call again. That telephone number is 651-200-3479. 651-200-3479. I know that person's probably going to call back, so I appreciate that. Oh, we have a caller. Hi, caller.
Hi.
Hi, caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Lucky, and I'm calling from St. Paul. I'm over off representing the Rice Street, Maryland area.
No. Well, thanks so much for your phone call.
I'd like to recommend the Tongue-in-Cheek restaurant over on the east side. That's one of our favorite places to go to.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
The Tongue-in-Cheek restaurant.
Oh, of course. Tongue-in-Cheek. What's your experience there at the Tongue-in-Cheek?
It's a wonderful atmosphere. It's got amazing artwork on the walls. The food is fantastic, and the service is impeccable. They know very knowledgeable about the food that they're serving, and it's delicious.
Well, we appreciate your phone call. I know that I've gone there as well, and I think they have changed up their menu a little bit, because at one point I really, really enjoyed a pork belly hash that they offered. And I know that there have been some other friends that have gone there as well, but for that particular dish, I had the opportunity of having that for the first time, and I was in love with it. So I hope you enjoyed your experience there at Tongue-in-Cheek, and I appreciate your phone call. Lucky, thank you so much.
Thank you for your show. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you all again so much for listening to WEQY and the Un-Bougie Foodie. I do have another phone call. Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Well, this is the Date Night Diva, and I was calling in.
Hello, Date Night Diva. How are you?
I'm doing good. I've been listening to the show, and so I wanted to call in with a restaurant that I do like to go to. Actually, two of them that I like to go to get pretty good food. I don't think you mentioned them, but one, I'll start with the one that's not on the east My Village. Did you
Nice.
mention that one?
I don't think I have. No. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. The reason why I like My Village is because the scenery is just, everything. So when you go into My Village, they have all of these different artifacts and things like that you can see. And then it's like you're going to a village, um, you know, of course, my village. And so when you walk into the restaurant, you're walking over this water pond, and so you hear the sound of water running. You look over into where the water is. It's like a little bridge or something, and you see fish.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
Yes, it is. And
What type of food or cuisine do they offer there at My Village?
they have a lot of the things that you were talking about, like the spring rolls, the egg rolls. They have Szechuan chicken. They have garlic chicken, spicy chicken, chicken and broccoli. They do have a little bar in there as well. And to be honest with you, it's actually one of the meeting places in St. Paul. It's like one of the pillars of the community. And so when you go in there, you're going to see so many different people, and you can also rent the place out if you want to have a party or something like that. And the good thing about it is the food is excellent, and it's been around for years.
Wow, okay.
And so just the ambiance there is just really great. And then I love the spicy chicken.
Oh, good. I was just about to ask, what's your favorite dish there?
I love the spicy chicken as well as the spring rolls or the egg rolls with the fish sauce. That's my favorite. That's what I always get when I'm there. I have tried some other things, but I can't even remember the names of them. But yeah, they are very, very good, and I like them a lot.
Really quick, what's the other place that you mentioned? You said that there were two places. So My Village was the first one. What was the other one?
The other one that I like is actually just, it's kind of a dive, but I like it because it tastes good, and that's Savoy, and that is on the east side, right there off of West 7th Street.
Nice.
And it's one of those places I like to go and just gather, on a night where, we are just relaxing, but we want to kind of get out the house. And I love their pizza. Their pizza is very good. They have other things, too. It's another pillar of the community. Savoy's has been around for years. And it's right across the street. I believe you know what, I'm not sure, but I know it's off of East 7th Street, and it's called Savoy's Pizza. And I think they have one of the best pizzas in the state. So.
Well, thank you so much for your phone call. We appreciate your suggestions. Again, the Date Night Diva.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
again. We appreciate that. Thank you all so much for listening to WEQY. And this has been the Un-Bougie Foodie. I really want to take the opportunity to thank everyone for calling in, as well as listening in to the Un-Bougie Foodie. As I always end my show by saying that please don't let anyone describe what type of foodie you are, because it really is all about the food. Thanks so much, and enjoy your Saturday. Get out there and enjoy some food. Thanks so much, and peace.